What's going on, guys? Bruce Matson here, your host show of Metric Scout Fantasy Football. J.K. Dobbins is back. He had his first game against the Patriots last weekend. We've been waiting for him to come back from that injury. We've been keeping an eye on him all off season long and also during the season for this comeback. And now it's time to look at the tape to see what's going on with J.K. Dobbins. And of course, he didn't go off last weekend, but there might be some indicators that we can go off of to really see what we want to do with him going forward in fantasy. So let's go to the tape here. And I pulled 3 touches from here. We just want to get a good look of what's going on. So here we go. First play here. Little play action. Just ducking out here to the flat. Catches the ball. Moves upfield. Not too bad. I mean, can't really tell much. But on this play here, gets the handoff. You're seeing him make some moves. Watch this spin right here. Whoop! Good play. Let's take it back. Let's just run it in its entirety. Just so we get a good idea of the fluidity of movement. This is in all 22 as well. So, kind of a good look here. I like all 22. You can see the whole field. Whoop! Good spin there. So, one thing I want to notice here or point out. When you're making this move right here, and you're able to get away like that, one thing it shows me is that he's confident, planning, moving, spinning out, getting away from defenders. That's good. That's a good sign. Come here, has a good flow of what's going on. They're doing a good job of keeping contained, so they peel off that. He has to make that guy miss. That's his goal here. He does. Look at this. The guy gets off the block, comes from behind. It's all she wrote. Let's move on to the next play here. Let's backtrack here. So right when it starts. So we're closer to the goal line now. A little disguise here. J.K. Dobbins gets the ball. We have some creases coming up. But look at the guy with the red sleeves here. Peeling down on him. Coming down. Now we got a little hand fighting. So that's naturally going to slow him down a little bit. And eventually it's all she wrote. So you don't get a good idea of the actual burst because of this interaction here. But let's go ahead and play it in its entirety so you get a good look at what's going on. But he's on the field. He's making some moves. He's making some stuff happen. Let's look at that block right here. What's going on there? What's going on there? Sometimes you just got to look at everything and be objective. So, guy just peels off his block here. And just gets met in the hole. Everything's good. This block has to stay. The reason why he's not going straight, 1, he feels old red sleeves coming down the pipe. 2, look at the leverage of the blocks here. All it takes is an arm or just a peel off by this lineman. And it's all she wrote. You have leverage here in the crease. Look at the butts of your line here. You want to follow that because now those defenders have to get around those dudes. It's not a straight line to the end zone. There's risk here with the leverage. The leverage is optimal to hit this hole right here. So that is the best read from my understanding from what's going on. And that dude just peels off that block. That block has to stay there. If not, that probably would have been a score unless red sleeves really gets in there. But from what I see as a total, is everything looks fine with J.K. Dobbins. Not a large enough sample size, really, to get a good feel. For fantasy purposes, I feel like his value is probably very light, and you'll probably be able to catch him on the cheap still. And the volume's going to be there eventually. I think this Ravens team is very sticky when it comes to game scripts. 1, you got Lamar Jackson, who carries the rock a lot and can score wherever on the field whenever he wants to. Not whenever he wants to, but you get my drift. And then Mark Andrews getting near 40% share of the targets. So that's going to create wonky game scripts for the rest of the assets in the offense. You're talking about the receivers and the running backs. But there's going to be opportunities where Dobbins can take advantage of that if he's getting the full workload. There's going to be opportunities for Rashad Bateman to get his share of the workload. But it's going to happen here and there in game scripts. I think the value's there where you can catch them on the cheap. I wouldn't pay too much. I think the running back position this year is very fluky. It's very up and down. I would not be overpaying for running backs. I'd be just trying to get them on the cheap, trying to patch things up and hoping for the best. But I think J.K. Dobbins will have some opportunity down the line as long as he stays healthy. But let me know what you think. Drop that in the comments below. Make sure you hit that like button on the way out. Helps the video and the algorithm. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, because it's going to help you out. I'm dropping fantasy analysis all day long, every day, pretty much on this channel. 3 or 4 videos, sometimes 5, and their rankings, waiver wire pickups, guys to trade for, high-end metric stuff, advanced metrics, and then film analysis. I give you everything. That's what you're not getting at the other channels. But more importantly, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll just catch you on the next video.